double consonants are exactly the opposite of aspiration. So in aspiration, we put in more air, right? Well, in double consonants, we're going to remove all the air. We're going to hold it in. We're going to get frustrated and we're going to vibrate the sound for a little bit as we hold it in, and then we're going to explode. That's what these consonants are doing. They're being stuck in your mouth and you're holding onto it, and then you just sort of explode. That's sort of how these consonants will happen. So let's think about the double consonant of the bieup sound, the B, when it goes to a double B. For example, the word for bread and the word for room are different, right? Room is Bbang. But bread, you're going to have to make that into a double consonant. Is it Bbang? No, it's not Bbang because that's sticking air into it, right? You feel the air coming out of your mouth. Well, that's not a double consonant, right? A double consonant would be if you do the opposite, like I said. So let's hold on to that B sound. Literally, don't let your mouth open and start vibrating first, right? So, right? And build up the pressure, the air pressure in your mouth, right? And then you sort of push your lips together and let it explode. So it'll go, ba, right? You can hear that sound just go boom. So you're building up the pressure and you're exploding all of a sudden. And that's what you're going to do when you say the word bread. You're going to say bang, bang. That's bread. Bang is just your room. It's sort of a softer, longer sound. So this is going to happen when you go into double consonants for every other double consonant. So to go from ka to a double consonant, you would go from ka to ka, right? Ka. You feel that explosion. Ka. You would do the same for digeut. So from da, it would go to da. Da. You can hear me like holding on to it, right? That'll happen really fast in a conversation. You won't hear people holding on to it at first, but that's what's going on in people's mouths when they're speaking. So same thing for, those black delicious noodles that you get from a Chinese food store, or when you get really frustrated at someone, those words, Jjajang-myeon or Jjajang-na, are also explosive sounds, right? You go Jjajang or Jjajang. It actually makes a lot of sense if you think about like when you're frustrated, and you have all this pent up frustration. Just express that in the word. It's going to be 진짜 짜증나, right? That's exactly what you're doing is you're exploding. Same thing with the S sound. Goes from like a sa sound to a sa sound. You're holding on to. You'll notice though with the S, it's a little bit different because you can't hold on to the air, right? Because your mouth is open, literally. It's just put more pressure between your tongue and your roof of your mouth, like you don't want the air to go out of your mouth, but you can't help it because it's an S, right? Right, that's what's going on. Sa, right? So you'll find some words where you're going to actually have to be doing this, and whether or not you can do this will determine whether you're saying the right word, because the word could be completely different, right? For example, if you want to talk about uncooked rice, like rice grains, like rice itself as a thing is Ssal, right? That's explosive. You heard that, right? Ssal. But if you're talking about like the fat on your body or flesh, that's just Ssal, right? Ssal. It's just, it's not explosive. So you could be talking about completely different things. This is Tyler, and I'm your Korean study buddy, and you're listening to Super Radio. This has been Real Korean. 다음에 만나요.